You know those days when you come home and all you could do is decompress after a long, crazy work day? I am 2 days away from my last day at my job. I put my resignation letter in 30 days ago with no backup plan, no plan B, no nothing. I just knew it was time. I knew it was time. I felt like God ushered your girl right on out. I just knew it. But my goodness, today was one of those days where I could have just sat outside in the car for an extra 10 to 15 minutes, parked it, and just thought about what the hell I did today. Like, you couldn't have told me I wasn't a part of the 2026 Olympics. And it ain't even in 2020. You couldn't have told me that I didn't do gymnastics today for the last 8 hours. But I did with my mind. Y'all, I feel like the closer I've gotten to the last day of my job has been even more of a confirmation that I'm making the right decision. I'm just in this space now where not even company specific, but I think there's more companies that do this than they don't, that can feel so mentally taxing and overwhelming, and it feels like you are on a hamster wheel, or it just sometimes can feel like you're trying to just come up for air, but it's just so much coming at you at one time. I had a moment when I was driving down the street, and I said to myself, you know what? Putting my resignation letter in 30 days ago was one of the best decisions that I could have made for my mental health, for my physical health, for my nervous system, for my sanity, all of that, just because the job fit that I was working in was not a good alignment for me. And I thought about what I said and realized, no, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that I chose to show up 100 days straight on YouTube, which was probably one of the craziest things that I have done this year, I have done to date. But that decision, in the craziness, in the discomfort, in the unknown, was one of the best decisions that I could have ever made, y'all. And I am telling you, like, I am not a woman that had been consistent with many things. And when I decided to do 100 days straight, because I saw my now coach do it, Glow, I've mentioned her hundreds of times now at this point, I was like, I want to do what she's doing because I want to live a different life. And honestly, I've just kind of like mimicked her flow. You know, what I saw that she's done, I've just naturally followed her steps, right? Because at some point in time, you want to follow after a path that is reaping rewards. Like, you want to follow someone's path that has shown proven results. But the thing that drew me in the most was the fact that she did this with no extra anything. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't a brand new camera, it wasn't thumbnails, it wasn't anything like that. And that's when I was like, yeah, I can do that to them. That's actually what I needed, to just like have time to breathe and not worry about trying to be perfect in yet another area of my life. But I could just show up and just be, and have no idea what the outcome would be. I wasn't married to the outcome, but I was married to the process. And I wanted to be married to the process because I wanted to experience the changes that the process could get me, because I'd never really experienced that before. I would start stuff, stop. Start my budget, stop the budget. I would start a project, stop the project. Start a new hobby, stop the hobby. I was like a starter stopper for a very, very, very long time, for years actually. So that decision was new because I just needed to make a change. I just needed something to change in my life. And honestly, y'all, today, driving out of that work parking lot, my God, I had a moment where I felt like I was just talking to 100 women, but I know I was driving down the street talking to myself. And I just said, like, yo, I am so happy I did this. I'm so happy that I betted on myself. I'm so happy that I betted on myself. I am so happy that even all those days where I was frustrated, where I was burnt out, I commuted 3 hours in a day, still went home and recorded the video. I still pressed submit even at the last minute, 11:59 p.m. Like, I still somehow managed to wake up early enough to record videos, even when no one was watching, even when I had no energy, when I was gassed, like just exhausted, y'all, I still recorded the video. I needed to see who could I become on the other side. What did this have to offer me? And then that just like ripple effect into, yo, one paycheck cannot be it, because it's just not enough. And that passion just started to light a fire underneath me. And when I started noticing the themes and conversations with my girlfriends, y'all, we would call each other and decompress in the car together, leaving work. Like, that's how deep it was. And I would ask my one girlfriend, Jo, she may see this, shout out to Jo, because she has started her YouTube channel and I'm so excited for her. I would tell her, Jo, how did we get here? Because we literally left this same situation in 2021. How did we get back here? How did we get back here? What are we not doing right? Something is off. You feel this, I feel this. Something is not right. And y'all, it's tight when your back is up against the wall and you can't move. When you feel like you're in an acrylic box and you don't have any other option but to stay at that job because your money isn't coming from anywhere else. Your money is literally coming from this one thing that is literally sucking your soul and draining the heck out of you. That, you know how hard that feels? That's a really frustrating place to be. That's really hard because it's almost like a double whammy. But you know what? Besides the fact that we can do hard things, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay in that situation. You don't have to stay in that feeling. But it's going to take something from you. It's going to require some type of stretching. It's going to require some type of decision. It's going to require some type of change or some type of commitment from you in order to change your life, in order to change that reality. It's going to require either giving up some extra time, giving up some sleep, waking up an hour early, turning this camera on and talking. It's going to require you choosing to not be, the good employee and stay over and be so dependable sometimes. You may have to just leave work early in order to get a little bit of your time back to work on your business, work on yourself, work on your hobby, work on your digital product, work on crafting out the next 4 YouTube videos that you're going to record. It's going to require something. So it does not come with no cost. It's going to come with the cost. You just got to decide which cost you going to pay. You got to decide which cost you're going to pay. And what are you going to pay until it starts paying off? What are you going to pay? How long are you willing to stick in it until you see the results from what's bound to happen? Because when you are consistent, you will get results. Something's bound to change. You don't stay at 0 subscribers forever. If you're showing up every single day, you don't not grow. It may look different, but it's not like it doesn't happen. If you plant, y'all remember my cousin he's been growing some greenery stuff. I don't even remember what's in here. I think there's a tomato or 2, but there was nothing here. None of this existed 4 months ago. Like, this was not even here. He got the bed off TikTok. He buy everything off TikTok. He got the bed off TikTok. Then he got the seeds, he got what was required, he started planting it, and then he started watering it, and it's been growing. It was bound to grow. It wasn't not gonna grow if he didn't water it. It was kind of inevitable. But he's been watering it, and look, in a matter of, I think, like a month or 2, this is what we got. We got all this. Whatever all that is. Shout out to my green thumb ladies that know and could probably tell me better in the comments. But that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever you water will grow. You just got to decide, what are you going to water and what do you want to grow? Do you want to change your life? Do you want to change your reality? Do you want to leave that job? Do you want to make extra money? Do you want to get paid to be yourself? Do you want to be more visible? Do you want to use YouTube? Do you want to help women? Do you want to help people solve their problems? Do you have a story to tell us? Have you been through something deep? Have you had a major life shift and now you want to talk about it? Do you want to be vulnerable? What do you want? What do you want? Tell me in the comments, what do you want? And what do you want to do about it? And better yet, who are you doing it for? Is it for yourself? Is it for your kids? Is it for your future kids? Is it for your family? Is it for everybody? All 3 of them? Like, who is it for? Who are you doing this for? You got to have some vision attached to that too. And I'm a visual girly, so it's always helpful for me when I have a printout of like the things that mean, you know, what so much to me, like the why that I'm doing certain things. It's always helpful for me to like visually look at it. So sometimes it's either a certain image that's on my background on my phone, excuse me, or it could be on my computer, or I have it actually printed out and framed at the house. But I'm telling you, if you look at that picture every single day, look at your vision board every single day, look at what is driving you every single day, and commit to doing something crazy that you have never done, I am telling you, it will grow. You're gonna grow. You are going to grow. You are going to change. When you show up for 30 days in the gym, what happens? You get stronger. You may lose a couple pounds, a pound a week. You may start to get a little slim, whatever that goal is. When you start lifting, you get stronger. When you start eating well and taking care of your body, what happens? You naturally have energy. You don't have all that creaky kneecap stuff going on that, you know, some of us may be getting a little bit of or whatever. But you start to get some energy. Think about the last time you did something consistent for 30 days. If you budgeted, if you saved your money, everything oh, there go Gypsy. She over somebody's yard. Y'all know we got the neighborhood cats. Gypsy, we do claim as ours though. My cousin named her Gypsy, and she knows where to come get her food because we feed her. We feed them. It's about 4 or 5, and they just hang out. But okay, I got distracted. What you water is going to grow. So what do you want to grow? What is your vision? Who are you doing it for? Yeah, I guess that this is just 3 days. 3 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2 days technically left at my job just has me in this, I don't know, mindset of like reflecting. And then also just this feeling of like, whew, you made a great decision, Renee. Thank God I betted on myself. I mean, I can tell you, it would have been so easy, so many days to stop posting, to stop talking, to just miss a day. Who would notice? No one was following me anyways. No one would notice. But I made a commitment out loud, and I value being a woman of integrity and my word. And because I made that commitment out loud for everybody else to hear, I had no choice but to show up and stay committed to it. And here I am being a woman of integrity to other people, when in reality, the reward was being in integrity to myself, because I trusted myself enough to realize what I deserved, and I trusted myself enough to stick with the process, and I trusted myself enough to trust as the process, even if I couldn't see what was happening, if I couldn't see the results of my decisions, if I couldn't see the outcome, if I didn't know where I was going. I still trusted myself and trusted my voice enough to know that it's possible, and what I desire can happen. I can experience the life I desire. And now it's crazy because I'm starting to experience it. And I'm unpacking how that feels in real time, bit by bit, right? I pitched myself to a brand, and they said yes. It's like an affiliate partnership, but still, it's a start. I was like, let me try my hand at it. And I'm excited because I want to have more outdoor nature adventures. And I want to start to experience other things that have been on my list for so long. Learning how to swim, traveling around Michigan. Like, these are things that, as it feels like the summer is creeping away, which I do not want to say that, I just desire to still try to do. And the fact that I'm able to get a little bit of my time back now to do whatever that looks like is a really... It's really cool. And my dad called me earlier today just to check on me. I'm thinking it's an emergency because he doesn't usually call me on a Wednesday at like 1:00. Like, that's so random. So he called me just to check on me. He said, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? I was like, Dad, it's been a day. It has been a day, because it was a very hectic day at work, which is not uncommon. But I told him it's been a day, and he was like, that's okay. He was like, You got 2 days left, and then you could come on back up north. I was like, yeah, I said, I definitely, want to go home. I just miss being home. It's just quiet. It's quaint. It's peaceful. When you get out of the city and out of the noise and the hustle and bustle. And he was like, yeah, we miss you up here. He was like, Cardi just sitting here looking at me on the bed like I'm crazy. It's my dog. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I said, well, I'm definitely looking forward to being home. And he was like, yeah. He was like, you got it. He was like, I know sometimes if it ain't one thing, it's another. He was like, but you got it, baby girl. He was like, we love you. We'll see you on Friday. What time you coming home? I still have the parents that check in with me like, all right, so around what time? I'm like, my gosh, I'm 37, but hey, I'm grateful, right? Because I'm grateful to be loved. And I realized the value of just still having my parents here. And I think that's also another big reason and a big push for me, because I lived away for so long. I lived away for 6 years, and I feel like I missed out on a lot. And going through breast cancer, it really opened me up to how precious this time is, how sensitive life can feel, how it's just so important to spend the time the way that you want to spend your time with who you want to spend it with. And that's become a big part of my why. Hey, Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy girl. Ooh. Oh, she took off. She said, do not touch me. But that's been such a big part of my why. And yeah, I'm holding true to that. And that's my vision. That's why I'm like doing it and working hard and just pursuing it and not like giving up on the process, because I want my time back and I want to spend it where my values lie. Yeah. So, all right, y'all gonna be like, oh, Renee, she's the girl that cries on the internet all the time. I be trying not to, y'all, but there's just like something about life and the sensitivities of it. And it's just like when you want something so bad, when you are so frustrated, when you're so tired, and you just want something to change, and it's just like, Lord have mercy, I just need a break. When you know that you just need a break, you will do what's required. You'll do it. You get to that point and you'll take that leap. I'm telling you, you will. Oh man, but to that point of all of what I just said, if you are finally just wanting to build options, if you realize, yo, Renee, you're speaking to my heartstrings, or I get it, anything, if you feel what I feel, or maybe our values are like a little similar, and you're thinking about Cohort 2, the doors are open. And we would love to have you. I say we because I'm going to speak for the community and the ladies that have already joined. We would love to have you because we're building our options together for the next 6 weeks. There's so much more to life than constantly being on this hamster wheel, constantly having to negotiate your PTO time, constantly depending on one paycheck. There's so much more to life. And if you've decided that you want to start being visible, you want to be a woman that shows up, you want to use the power of your story in a way that allows you to be multifaceted and connect with others, then this is for you. So link in the description. That's my invitation for you to join. We start next Wednesday. Very excited. And yeah, y'all, until the next video. I hope y'all take great care of yourself, and I can't wait to talk with you soon. All right. Peace out.